Previously on Up at Noon.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rewind Theater for Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Brian, you really liked the Pac-Man DX. I mean, what do you think of this one?
DX was great. Championship Edition was great. I can't wait to see what these guys are working on.
What the is this?
What are they doing to Pac-Man?
Is Pac-Man in it? Why is Pac-Man in a tube?
Why is he in a? Why does it keep making that noise?
He's eating. What? He's walking. Or what? What is this?
What are you doing to Pac-Man? Leave Pac-Man alone!
I hate you. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Up at Noon. Now, look. It is not my job to judge a game before it comes out or before I even play it, but that new Pac-Man game looks like hot trash. Big show here today. Brian Altano blows the lid off Pokemon X and Y, and Jennifer Hale. You know her from Mass Effect, Bioshock Infinite, Halo, Knights of the Old Republic, and Metal Gear Solid joins me at the coveted Up at Noon interview set. But first, the news you care about. Tomorrow marks the reveal of Microsoft's new Xbox console, so if you're watching Up at Noon today, Monday, the day it goes up, yay, a new Xbox. I can't wait to see what Microsoft has up their sleeves. Now, if you're watching Up at Noon later in the week, the reveal's already happened. Boo! You call that a new Xbox? You up your sleeves, Microsoft. Nothing will ever satisfy us. SNL Weekend Update Seth Meyers will be the next host of NBC's Late Night. Meaning Jay Leno retires, Jimmy Fallon takes over for Leno, Seth Meyers takes over for Fallon, and I wait patiently by my phone for the job offer to host Weekend Update, because after 75 episodes of Up at Noon, it's time to get a real job. Come on, Drucker. How much longer do I have to bat in the minors? Wednesday marks the season finale of Nashville. Now, I have been cheerleading this thing for months. And it seems people still don't know why the hell this little downtown country ditty of a show really makes me hop in my saddle. So now, in 30 seconds, I'm gonna set the story straight about everything that's happened so far in Nashville. So you're ready for the season finale. You're ready to watch. Is the clock ready, Alexis?
Yes.
Start it, yeehaw. Let me tell you what you need to know right now. Hayden Panettiere's in the show, and she's a sex tape in the show. It's really great. She's this thing called Juliette Barnes, then Connie Britton from Friday Night Lights. Her name is Raina James. She's like over her prime, and then Juliette's coming up. They don't like each other, but they have to go on tour. It's great. They both wear skimpy outfits all the time. They're having sex. Now, Deacon Claiborne's in the show. That's his guy's name, but he's really Chip from Whose Line It Is Anyway. Don't let anyone fool you. He looks crazy. It's over. They got this guy Avery. He's a huge pussy. Sex tape, though, with Hayden Panettiere. You need to watch it. There's this girl, Maddie and Len, and they're great. You should watch it. And that's just some of it. I couldn't put it in 30 seconds. Nashville is so good. Now, lots of people, they think the world of country music is as slow and plodding as the subject matter may imply, but you can see it's actually quite a hayride. All these puns are courtesy of Brian Altano. That's the most exercise I've had in months. But please join me on my YouTube live stream, my personal channel for the finale. You'll have a great time. Colin will be there. Now, the hit show Breaking Bad is getting a Spanish remake for Latin American countries. And believe it or not, we've got the first exclusive footage right here on Up at Noon.
¿Dónde está la methamphetamines?
Me llamo Walter White.
Policía, policía.
Vámonos, cooking meth.
Hola indeed, Mr. White. Now, in related news, the largest Native American tribe in the U.S. will soon be dubbing Star Wars A New Hope in a Navajo language in order to preserve their cultural heritage. And believe it or not, we've got the first exclusive footage of it right here on Up at Noon.
¿Dónde está Chuba?
Vámonos, Death Star.
Fun fact, nobody at Up at Noon can speak Navajo or apparently Spanish. I'm sorry about that one. Now, a video montage of Star Trek The Next Generation's William Riker sitting awkwardly has gone viral on the internet. Let's take a look.
Has been completed. Dr. Pulaski's being shown to her quarters. The most important. You may want to start with something like this.
Now.
Oh, okay, I mean, I guess that's funny to some people, but I personally don't see, how do you guys get into chairs? I'm just like... No big deal. That's how you sit. And finally, details of the highly anticipated new Pokemon X and Y have begun to leak all over the internet. Now, because the devil is in the details, here's Up at Noon's resident Pokemon expert, Brian Altano. Brian!
Oh, hey Greg. Yeah, the Pokemon. I was up researching Pokemon all night long.
Now, really, because over in the monitor, it looks like you were up drinking and watching television all night long.
What? No, that's crazy. I'm a Pokemon expert, and I've got exciting news about, he's the greatest Pokemon of all time, and his name's Carfax.
Carfax, of course, is the internet company that supplies used car history.
That's right. His name's Cialis.
Those are erection pills. Brian, you clearly didn't do your homework on this, did you?
Exactly. And did I tell you about the story?
No, you didn't tell me anything yet.
The game features 3 main characters. There's a retired bank robber, a reckless psychopath, and a repo man who join forces to pull off heists around the crime-ridden city of Los Santos.
Now, that is clearly Grand Theft Auto 5, Brian.
Real? A highly advanced alien hunter stalks a group of Jamaican crime lords, and it's up to veteran cop Danny the Glover to stop them.
All right, number 1, that's Predator 2, and number 2, nobody calls Danny Glover the Glove.
Really? Seems like a great name for him. Oh yeah, an uncle joins the Navy and leaves his nephews with a rich but shrewd treasure hunter who takes them on wonderful expeditions around the world to seek adventure and protect his fortune from the Beagle bandits.
That's DuckTales.
A spring break fling unites a country waitress with a college student through the power of song and dance.
Now that's from Justin to Kelly, underrated, former American Idol star Kelly Clarkson and Justin whatever the hell. But Brian, please stop.
Really? That can't be true. That's Pokemon. That's the way that a thug pursues a series of women in a nightclub in order to eventually skeet on them. Somewhere between the confines of the windows and the walls as the sweat drips down his...
Yeah, Brian, that is clearly the song Get Low by Lil Jon. You don't know anything about these new Pokemon game at all. I mean, nothing at all about Pokemon.
3, 6, 9, standing real fine, move it to you, sing it to me one more time. No, nothing at all.
Brian Altano, everybody. Man, he is not the voice of intelligence. Speaking of voices, Greg Way, lucky for me, get out of here. The next guest is the voice of everything else. Please give a big, warm, Up at Noon welcome to Jennifer Hale. As I live and breathe, Jennifer Hale. How are
nice
you?
To meet you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Now, you are the voice actor among all voice actors. You're in everything. Mass Effect, Commander Shepard.
Yes, I'm in
Guild
that.
Wars 2, some character my girlfriend talks about all the time.
That you should be playing, but anyway.
What unannounced PS4 / next Xbox games are you working on?
I forgot.
Does it happen that way? Are you in so many things that you forget what you're actually in?
Actually, that is true. I have a god-awful memory, and I don't remember so many things that I've done. I'm like, people ask me, what have you done? I'm like,
Use name games, and I'll tell you if I was in them, because it
yeah,
seems like that'll be
kind of.
better.
And then I'm like, I think so. I'll be handed something to sign. I'm like, was I in that?
And then it's just a check, and you're like, whatever.
Okay, I'll sign that. If you'd like my signature, I could do that.
So I think the biggest splash recently, of course, Bioshock Infinite for you. Yeah. One of the Lutest twins.
Lutest, say that 12 times
Yeah,
fast.
I can't say anything that you said in my
Lutest
game.
twins. I think we should always call them the Lutest twins.
How did you walk into that one?
Auditioned.
Yeah?
There were a pool of us that auditioned, and then they brought us back, 4 men, 4 women, and put us in the booth in different combinations. And I think Oliver and I think we might have been the first combo in. And we got the gig, which was a dream. Yeah, Oliver remembered that. I had completely forgotten. But I was like, because, I don't remember anything. It's so awesome. But yeah, it was incredible. It was such an amazing thing to work on. I mean, I'm sitting in the chair that Ken Levine sat in, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! The mind of Ken Levine. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, you can get lost in there, I hear.
Oh, and what a great place to get lost.
So did he have to sit down with you and explain early on what your character was going through and who these twins were?
He explained it cryptically, and as fully as he could without disclosing too much.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of what we get a lot in games. We get a lot of like partial descriptions and pieces of this, and well, it's need to know.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Does that make it harder for you, or are you so used to it at this point that you're just like, okay, I can go with that?
I think it's a unique skill. I definitely am very accustomed to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of why I don't remember a lot of things, because I just drop into the moment and go, okay, and execute whatever I'm told. Yeah, it's non-linear. It's very different from film and TV, and even very different from animation. In animation, you get a script, and typically you go chronologically in that script. And you're also sharing the room with a bunch of other people, so it's back and forth in your normal 4-hour session. But in the game, it's just you. Like, imagine doing that for 4 hours, the one-person show for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And it's also like, like an animation script's about like this, and a film script is about like, you know, this-ish. And make it about this tall, you know, and then cut it into strips. I've said this before, but throw it up in the air, pick one up, out of context, and make it make sense. Yeah.
A unique skill, to say the least.
Yeah, you're very reliant on the director and anybody in the room who can give you any context at all.
You want to talk about dropping in? Let's talk about Mass Effect.
Okay, let's do.
You, of course, Commander Shepard.
Yes.
The one and only Commander Shepard, if you ask me.
I love that, but I will say FemShep.
Yeah. Is that one that when they give you script for Mass Effect 1 and you hear them talk about, oh, it's going to be this trilogy, it's going to be this, blah, blah, did you expect it to get like it got?
I didn't know it was a trilogy when I did the first one, because, I mean, I have been, a working actress for 20 plus years, and I'd never expect to be employed again, so I never.
This is the one where they figure me out.
Right, oh gosh darn it. And so things are planned to be something big, and then they're not. I just go with, okay, if the check's in the bank, then great. Good, that happened, and otherwise the job happened, which was a blast. They're two separate things for me. But what I liked best about it was that I went in, and it was the archetype I was given. I was given a couple of male archetypes for this character, not women. And I love that. It was this genderless, just a person. And I challenge, which camera's on? I challenge every writer out there and every writer in here, every writer everywhere. Take your lead character, your lead male protagonist, unless they're talking about their unit or actually having heterosexual sex with someone, it could be a woman. So I dare you to, if you have to, change the name. If not, don't. Make it a woman and just try it. I dare you. Do you have the cojones? Yeah.
Do you see more people recently
wait,
have...
I'm sorry. What is that?
Oh, have you... I'm surprised you... This, of course, is Ashley Johnson as a baby. She is nude, being held up by a shirtless, hairy man.
I love the cute.
If you'd like to know more about Ashley Johnson, go to her IMDb page. http:// Well, there it is. You can see it.
Oh my God, I love Ashley.
Yeah.
I finally got to meet
She's
her
a quirky
and hang out
one.
with her. And, but she was a really cute baby.
Yeah.
And that.
It's too bad that all those looks went away.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows I love Ashley Johnson. Now you talk
I don't know
about...
what you're looking at. But
I don't have to see her to Last of Us 2, so it doesn't matter much for me right now. You talk about people having the cojones to write, these strong female characters.
Yeah.
Are you seeing more of them? I mean, we're seeing characters, you talk about, this is just another BioWare game, I guess, but Dragon Age, right? Like there's a lot of strong female characters there.
I'm seeing more of them in the last few years. I'm not seeing as many as we need, honestly. And I'm not saying that from any kind of a, whatever.
Sure.
Banner carrying perspective, but we need more, because when I've done a few signings, and women are starved. We're starved for those kind of role models, those kind of characters to play, and it's time. It's like way beyond time.
So you've been doing this for 20 years. How did you get started? Like, how did this all start? How did you go from just being Jenny Hale out there on the streets to now being Jennifer Hale, the voice of everything?
It's funny. I went to a fine arts high school, Alabama School of Fine Arts, in theater, because it was the only thing I knew that I could audition for, because I played clarinet, but I was going to shoot myself if I had to play any longer, because I was just burnt out. And theater was the thing I auditioned for. I memorized my monologue like the night before, and I got in. And then I got a theater scholarship in college, but what I really fell in love with was rock and roll. I was a rock singer. I started singing in clubs when I was like 15 and lied about my age, and you know, it all worked out. I had a blast, but then I got a job as a PA at a video production house that was next door to an audio studio, and I used to run next door and do commercials, and I was a teenager, and I was like, you pay me $30 to talk? That's awesome! So I made a little demo tape, and I kept bugging the guys, Greg and Courtney, that they were awesome, to teach me, just teach me. And they taught me so much, and I went door to door to different ad agencies in town. This is in Birmingham, Alabama. I put on a little suit, and I put my hair up, and I went door to door cold calling everybody. This is my demo tape. Can you listen to it? Call me if you have any work. And then I went over to Atlanta, and I started doing some film and TV stuff and some voiceover stuff over there. So then I moved to LA, and ironically, one of my first auditions in VO out there was for a cartoon, and I was not allowed to watch cartoons as a kid. And so I was like, just kind of winging it.
He got an anvil dropped on his head.
Oh my God, it's so violent.
Someone called the police?
Yeah, my mom had interesting intellectual notions about what was good and bad for one's brain, but hey, you know, who knows? Anyway, so I got it. I got the job, and it turned out to be a series, 64 episodes.
Oh, wow.
It was Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Ah.
And then yeah. So, and I have to say this so clearly, I was the giantest dork on the planet as a kid. No, seriously, I had like no friends or anything. So I was like, how does this work? What is this? And I just kind of found my way. So I'm a learning junkie, thank goodness. So I just jumped in, took a bunch of classes, and you know, made the best of it. Yeah.
So where can people see you next or right now? What cartoon are you in right now? What game that's been announced and won't get you fired from a job or sued?
Let's see, cartoon-wise, Xiaolin Chronicles is coming out. What else did I just wrap? I just wrapped some Totally Spies, but that was a little while back. Yeah. And what else did I just wrapped something else and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Detours, Star Wars Detours. But until everyone petitions Disney, it's going to sit on the shelf for a while. But petition Disney. Let's bring Detours out.
I mean, like, it's one of those things, Disney really clearly isn't interested in putting out that many Star Wars products, so probably will never see the light of day.
Well, I think it will after the movies come out.
Okay.
I think it will. But and then Knack is coming out soon.
I didn't know you were in Knack.
I'm in
Congratulations.
Knack.
PlayStation 4 over to
Mocap.
the Vita. It's doing everything.
Mocap. It was a brilliant. I love Mocap so much. What else is coming out? I don't know.
Well, that's good enough. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, yeah. I should say no more.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer, thank you so much. Everybody, go
Thank
see
you.
Jennifer Hale in every game ever.
Thank you, Greg. Thanks.
That's our show, everybody. A huge thank you to Brian Altano, Jennifer Hale, and the best audience in the world. If you want to be in that audience, go.ign.com/up@noon for details. As always, Brian and I will be responding to comments the first hour this video is live on IGN, so come get low with us and then skeet on us or whatever the hell you do in the comments. I don't even know what it means. I assume it's some kind of cake. Also, if you want to see me as a dirty zombie, watch our new zombie series at go.ign.com/IGN Originals. One person digs it. Will you be too? We'll be back next Monday, but until then, I'm going back to bed. DaveFinoy.com underwear.